Jimmy from Cherry Lake. This morning we're going to talk about the differences between the weed pressure, seed pressure, and how to identify that, and also how to manage that between different types of native landscaping. Here what we have is a native natural look in our edge planting, where we want different plants to grow together and live off of each other and around each other. So like here we got Rudbeckia, we have tropical sage, blue curl, mist flower. We have quite a bit just in this little area. But as these self-sow over the summer, late summer and fall, as they drop their seeds, come spring when they re-emerge, here it's going to be okay. We may hand select a few out. We wouldn't come through and apply a post-emergent herbicide, because we would want some new regenerative growth coming from seed. Then we'd also want to, like, look right here. We have this small tropical sage. Very easy to tell the difference. Just look at the leaves. You can pretty much tell where everybody's parents are and work from there. All right, so moving forward towards your direction, we have some silkgrass here. We have the partridge pea, and we have a little bit more Rudbeckia. Everything here is going to self-sow a little bit different. The aster family, which the silkgrass is in, actually has little feathers, so as the wind blows, it's going to travel. The partridge pea is another interesting one, is that as these seed pods dry out, when they open, they actually spring open and eject their seeds, which is going to go in a pretty broad area. So when you have one partridge pea here, over time, it's just going to keep extrapolating out. That's not a problem. When it comes up, they're a great pollinator plant, so you may want that to happen. If not, just go through and pull them out in the spring. As they come up, you'll be able to recognize them. They'll have the legume style leaf structures, and that's another way. Now the silkgrass is one that, hence the name silkgrass, it looks like a grass. The blue-gray color kind of gives it away, and as it matures just over a few weeks, it certainly will let you know what it is. So with that plant, I'd recommend, if you're weeding an area and it's in an area that you want this to expand, if you see something that looks like grass, unless you know for sure it's a nutsedge or something, just give it a couple weeks, unless it's really a big thicket of grass that you need to get rid of, because more than likely, that as it grows in those few weeks, it'll tell you what it is. All right, so we're bringing you up to our office planting, where it's very structured and everything has a place. Everything is divided by species, and we don't want them to intermingle. We want to try to show off each plant for their own characteristics and style. So you see we have love grass right here. So when you're dealing with weeds in here, you certainly would want to pull any weeds that would mess up the pattern that was established. Now the porterweed, because as it's fully grown in, it's going to be one big mound. So there's a little porterweed that was to start in this area. That wouldn't be a big deal. But if there was a love grass or any other type of plant moved in here, we would not want to have a contrasting color or leaf texture that would take away from what this bed is going to be. If you look behind me, we have love grass again. We have some swamp twin, a nice band of that. We want that just to be a pure band of swamp twin flower, so people can appreciate it as a ground cover grown in the shade. The Darrow-eye blueberry is spaced out, and eventually they should grow together, but we do not want any other type of weeds or shrubs or bushes to grow into that vicinity or ground cover. We want that just to be a pure Darrow-eye blueberry bed.